Hi, and welcome to, well, it's not going to be the news this morning. I'm going to call it RENS back in the day. But anyway, for July 22nd, 26th, the weather's going to be a high of 94. Okay, I'm going to step back and kind of talk about things I remember growing up here in Pomona as a kid. Okay, over in Washington Park, um, the baseball field there on the corner of Grand and Town Avenue, and between that and that little community center, there used to be a little plunge there for the kiddies. Now it was only like a couple inches thick, but they had a couple water spouts that go up about 6 feet tall, and the kids would play around and stuff, and the parents would sit around that. I don't know why they took it out. Um, okay, First Street there, where it used to end at Palomar's, instead of going all the way through. Yes, it used to be where they would park extra freight cars when they weren't using them. They'd use it there. So if you wanted to continue on First Street, you'd have to go down to maybe Second Street, go over to town, and come back up and catch First Street again. Yeah. So that never went all the way through. And a post office used to be a little post office there in Gibbs and Second. Yeah, when the mall was thriving, yeah, they had this little post office there. It was kind of looked like the shape of a gazebo, and you can buy stamps and had a scale, and you were able to mail packages off right there too. But when the mall took a dive, they took it out. And remember that lady on the bike lady we used to call her? Yeah, I used to see her all over town. Sometimes I'd even see her all the way over in Chino riding her bike. The woman got around. Yeah, people would honk at her, hey, ride a bike. She'd yell at them. Yeah. And the laundromat in Commercial and Palomar's used to be called Blue Seal Laundry. Now, they used to have this steam whistle they would blow during the week at lunchtime, so let everybody know it was lunchtime. I mean, it was a steam whistle. It was loud, real loud. You can hear it all through Pomona Valley, no doubt. And, and then we'd go over to Schwinn Bicycle Shop that used to be there on 2nd Street to get all our bike parts. The building's still there, but unfortunately Schwinn's not. It's up on Foothill, as you all know. And that Pomona Antique Row sign there above the parking lot? You know that black line that goes across? Well, it used to be a row of buildings. They used to go all the way down to Gary there on 2nd Street. All drugstores was at the end. And there was an alleyway right there. Now somebody got the bright idea of putting a building in there. And then that way it got rid of the alleyway. So that's what that black line is. That's where the roof connected to that line. They just tarred the roof to it. And Buffin's Lights, you used to have this big old sparkly thing up on top of that sign. The sign still exists there at Western University. But it would be like a starburst, and it'd be blinking at night. It looked pretty neat. See it for miles. And on our way down, we used to ride our bikes to Pudding Stone to go fishing. And we would take the road, you go to Brackett Field. And on the way down, about halfway, it used to be this old steam locomotive about half size. And they had these cars that were built to carry passengers. I remember one time somebody said they were going to use to go around Pudding Stone, take people around. But when they started remodeling Mountain Meadows, I don't know what happened to the train. Maybe somebody bought it. And then speaking of trains, the trains used to be right there by White Avenue, by the horse stables. But then when they started remodeling the horse stables, they moved the trains over wherever they're at now. Where they're at now. And on Sundays, my dad used to walk me over to Mel's, since we only lived a block away from there. After church, he'd go there and buy me one of those delicious vanilla shakes. I think they were only going like for 25 cents back then. That was pretty neat. And on Main and Monterey, there on the corner, on the west corner there used to be a small bowling alley there. Only had like 3 lanes, but you can go there and bowl. I used to go in there with my brother and his friends and watch him go there and play a couple games and bowl and stuff. So that was neat. Going back to Washington Park there, just on the north side of that little community center, during the summertime they used to have this old barn. Well, this old barn was there, and they would slide the old barn door open, and then they kind of like kept park supplies in there, equipment. And, they'd pull out the games and stuff, ping pong and carom boards and stuff like that. And then you'd make all those kind of funky looking keychains that you weave together. That was pretty cool back then. They don't have that stuff anymore. That's a shame. You know. But anyway, I thought it'd be a little different. Talk about things I remember when I was a kid. I grew up there on Monterey Street between Palmar's and town. And the folks' house is still there. The business next door bought it. They're taking care of it. And every time I go by there, I still see those blue flower pots that my mom put out there. So the last time I looked, they were still out there. But anyway, yeah. That's nice to see that they're still taking care of that house. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I'd try something different. Maybe I can bring back some childhood memories also for you folk that, lived here, grew up here in Pomona like I did. It was a fun place to grow up, that's for sure. Well, anyway, like always, if anything should come up, I'll get back on the horn. And like always, you take care and you take care of those ones you love. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye.